the suspect on your radar before, and are you looking at any connections?
Wouldn't comment on that based on the ongoing nature.
But how about it? Did he have a criminal past? According to the UJS, I didn't see anything.
Can't comment on a person's criminal.
No criminal background at all. Confirmed.
Criminal history during an ongoing investigation.
Sorry, Mr. Mancuso said that you stand ready to assist in giving you the complete background of the defendant. What specifically is law enforcement interested in?
That'll be the last question after Mr. Mancuso answers.
In any case of this nature, and I prosecuted a fair share of homicides, double homicides, that sort of thing. You want to look at any evidence of possible motive. You want to look at any evidence of a pattern of modus operandi or method. You want to get into the subject's character, mental state to the best you can, that sort of thing. So it'll be an all-encompassing effort, which we stand ready for. Okay.
How do you do this?
We have our ways. Okay, thank you.
So they were going to do a whole mental health background and criminal background and whatnot, which I believe is proper procedure. That does what it's supposed to be.
Thanks, everyone.
So what I want to do, I'm gonna share with you straight from the site. Straight from the site. As you can see, this is like the interstate extradition process. So we're gonna go over real quick. We're gonna take a look at this because I believe this is important. I believe that it was step that was skipped. I don't know the reasons why, which we might know the reasons why. Due to the factor of fabrication possibilities, allegedly. It could always, again, our commentary is the reaction of the actions. So this is the interstate extradition process that I want to share with you. Like this, make it a little bigger. This is the steps to it. First step, commission of the crime. Location of the defendant, locating the defendant in the asylum state. But again, he's a resident of Pennsylvania. He's not seeking for asylum in that state. He's a resident of Pennsylvania. So they needed to locate him. Authorities in demand state notify. Okay. Demand state requests suspect that be arrested. Suspect gets arrested and arraigned before the magistrate on a fugitive complaint issued by an asylum state. So that means Pennsylvania needed to have the information from Idaho to get to the arrest. And then right after that, this is the next steps to take. That this is the step that I believe they were skipped. Magistrate commits fugitive to jail. Magistrate release fugitive to on bail. That's the two possibilities on the situation. Then prosecutor in demand state prepares petition for requisition and forwards to the demanding state governor. The governor needed to be alerted about this. It's not just like the FBI going straight to the state patrol state troopers and just make a request. Is process to it. Governor's counselor evaluates papers for the legal sufficient. That's the lady that I was telling you right here. Not the guy that he was on the podium. That's a county guy, but the state of Pennsylvania needs to oversee what's going on. Not just the county. The general counselor, Jennifer Selber, needed to oversee the whole extradition process. The governor's office. Governor signed requisition and agents commission. Secretary of State signed requisition and agents commission. Requisition sent to the governor for asylum state. That was it right here. I could take a look at it, pause it. Governor signed requisition and agents commission. Secretary of State requisition signs requisition and agents commission. Requisition sent to governor of asylum state. So then the governor's office in Pennsylvania, okay, the governor's counselor, which is this lady right here, Jennifer Selber, was supposed to evaluate the paperwork for legal sufficiency. I'll put it right here on screen. Governor counselor evaluates papers for legal sufficiency. The governor's office needed to make sure that this extradition is legit. Then they decide governor hearing is needed or no governor hearing requested. The governor of Pennsylvania has to issue a warrant, executive warrant for an arrest. Warrant sent to appropriate state or local law enforcement agencies in asylum state. The fugitive is rearrested on governor's warrant. During hearing, which is the arraignment, needs to occur. Habeas corpus hearing, or no habeas corpus hearing, which he skipped that. Authorities in demand state notify of fugitive availability to return. Demand agents arrive for fugitive. Fugitive return, and then fugitive now is available for prosecution. This step right here, they skipped that. Because in no moment the governor's counselor was mentioned at all. How can this process was legal for Kohberger be transferred back to Idaho, being a resident of Pennsylvania? How can the governor's office didn't oversee this extradition? This whole step right here was skipped. This is what we believe and Taylor could use right now as we speak to get Kohberger out of jail immediately. Because the proper procedures in Pennsylvania didn't occur. So how can they have a Kohberger with no burger? How can Kohberger got arrested in Pennsylvania with obviously no connection and no supervision from the governor's counselor, the governor's office, with the proper procedures for an extradition? The question is, who did this? Who take the decisions in Pennsylvania for Kohberger getting arrested illegally? Comment down below. I had to come and share with y'all what I know and do a little homework. Because again, people is worrying about what's going on in Idaho. They should worry about what happened in Pennsylvania and how Kohberger got back to Idaho. Because I believe that's what's going to get Kohberger free. Comment down below. Let me know what y'all think. As always, Jrod on point. Big shout out to all those content creators. They've been reaching out. And as always, your brother from another mother, your mother's favorite son, the black sheep. Let's go.